Welcome back on Good Morning Artesia. And on Wednesdays, we had been doing the superintendent of schools, but here for the last few weeks, we're doing different administrators within the Artesia Public Schools. And athletic director Cooper Henderson is with us. And good to see you, Coach.
Good morning, Gene. Nice to see you in the morning. We get to see you a lot of places since you follow our sports real well. We've been able to see you a bunch lately.
Yeah, and that's been a lot of fun to get out and see the fans getting a chance to come out. And let's kind of get off start out. Last night was a pretty busy day with the wrestling club having their duel against Roswell High, and that looked pretty well attended, didn't it?
It was well attended and pretty exciting for the people who were there. And so as many of the people that keep up with that know that we're working and making plans on being able to be represented as a school team next year. And so I think that Mr. Skinner and other folks who have worked with that have done a good job of getting the interest developed and helping us move forward.
I know during the last couple of years with the COVID restrictions and everything, being an athletic director in New Mexico has been a real interesting challenge, trying to keep games on schedule and know what the different guidelines and rules are. But this year's been pretty normal, hasn't it? It
has, and I'm very thankful for that. It really is best for our young people, but also just that whole deal of scheduling and canceling. Fortunately, we've been real blessed with being able to just keep things rolling, and no doubt in the heart of basketball season right now, that's an exciting time, and we have a lot of exciting district competition that's been taking place and yet to be taking place this week. We're really pleased with the way our sports programs have been able to run this year.
So let's talk about basketball, and we've got 3 more games left in district. As an athletic director, what are some of the things that you're working on and preparing for basketball with the rest of district and the state tournaments and so forth?
Well, we really want to encourage everybody to attend the game in Lovington, and I like the way our schedule. I hope we continue scheduling that way where boys and girls are together, because it allows you to end up being able to follow both teams, and we're looking forward to going over Lovington Friday. And then next Tuesday, when we come back, we'll be having Pack the Pit night, which is always a lot of fun. We hopefully get a lot of our elementary students in, and they'll have the drawing for the golf cart and a few extra exciting things going on, and so we're looking forward to that. We'll be playing Portales that evening, and again, the way the games are set up, you can get there at 5:30. You get to watch our varsity girls and the varsity boys follow, and JV games if you're interested before that. And I don't know, it's just to me been an exciting season, and I think we know here too, the boys have had a couple of really close finishes, and will be fun to kind of see as we go back over Friday how that works out. And the girls have had some good games and some tough games, and it's been exciting. It's been a fun basketball season, and of course, the week after that we'll start district tournaments, and those will be pretty well like they've been in the past as far as starting at the lower end up to the upper end. And then the week after that, we'll be starting our state tournament. It'll be a little different format. First round will be the same. The quarterfinals, though, will be at the side of the higher seed, and then just the semifinals and finals will be in the state tournament.
Okay. Now, I think they started that last year.
Right.
And a lot of that helps out with travel, I guess, or is intended to help out with that.
Yes, and part of their issues of getting people in, they've had some trouble in Albuquerque still, I guess, working all the details out, but it's good. And I say we're excited about kind of the finish to that and where it's going. We really have a lot of things going on. Our cheerleaders have been doing very well in their competitions. Won it this last weekend, and then they'll be on the 19th, the Saturday that we have coming up. We'll have their district competition, and it's here in Artesia on that Saturday, and so I might make plans to come out and watch them. They're a group that's been, I know Coach has been real pleased. They're getting better every week, like a lot of our teams are, and she's pretty excited about having that here, and so I'm sure she'll get you a little more information about all that as we get a little closer.
Yeah.
We and Gene, I don't know, there are lots of things happening. Our swim team we hosted the district competition, which you guys covered again, and we appreciate it because it's hard to get a lot of people into the pool, but that area. But our girls for the first time that I remember, the first time in a long, long time, won the district, and the district in swimming is a little bigger district. It includes Las Cruces, Carlsbad, Clovis, some of those people. So that's a pretty big accomplishment. And we had one boy, and we have 6 girls that have qualified to go to the state swim meet, which will be coming up pretty quick. They're going to split those up with the boys on Wednesday and the girls on Saturday, and just Albuquerque cutting down on numbers.
Yeah. Now, Albuquerque, for the swimming, have they traditionally had that at Albuquerque Academy? Is that
yes.
the facility they use for that? And I take it that's one of the nicer swimming facilities in the state of New Mexico?
It is. Although I would say that they have a little better viewing possibly than we do, but as far as just a pool and place to compete, our pool will match up pretty good with a lot of folks, but they have a little bit better place to our first fans and stuff to sit and with our saying about, we just talked about everything keep happening. We also today our bowling team is competing. People may not know, but they didn't lose all season long. They won every tournament, so we're just you don't want to jinx them today, but today's this. It was supposed to be last Friday, but with the weather, they changed it to today, and so wishing them good luck. So we have a lot of things happening at
well,
Artesia
that's
High
another
School.
thing too, because they bowl at out at Tumbleweed. What does that call it? Artesia Lanes or whatever. And all through COVID and everything, they worked hard to keep that facility open, working with the bowling team to allow them to continue to practice and have their events out there. That was pretty helpful.
They did, and I think that between that and Coach Clayton doing a really good job with them, I really think that we just have some young people that have worked pretty hard in that area, and so feel pretty good about today and what they were where they're headed and what they're about to do, because really had pretty strong groups and the teams behind them as well.
Mm-hmm. So you've got swimming, wrestling, bowling, cheer, basketball, and then of course your spring sports are coming up. Track and field,
baseball, softball, tennis.
Yeah,
will be golf, and so and all of those are starting to practice and getting athletes in shape that are in those sports. Of course, we'll have quite a few when basketball finish moving over there, and I say, as far as numbers and kids and people, we're really excited about where basketball and there are lots of things going on, but it's a big time of the year for them right now.
And as it looks, everything's going to end on its normal time frame. I mean, athletics will be done before the kids graduate, right?
Correct. I think we're I'd be real disappointed if we weren't safe in saying that at this point. And it looks like the spring, no doubt, just after having it seems so strange to do it in June last year. It's just going to feel really good to do it on a normal schedule.
Yeah, but again, the NMAA was last year, the Mexico Activities Association, they said all along they were committed to holding all the sports for all of last year's athletes, and they stuck to that. So that was good for them. I guess the realignment of all the different classifications and districts came out recently. Did Artesia get affected at all by any of that?
Not really. The football change would be that Mayfield will be in our district, and which change for us, but and Alma will not, and so. But I think that we're going to have a really good district. I think our district will fare well in playoffs every year with Goddard, Roswell, Mayfield, and us. And so other than that, there really wasn't a lot of change taking place.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of interesting. And we saw Mayfield.
Right, we did.
Playoffs, and Mayfield played, I can't remember if they played Roswell this year, but I do know they played this past year, but they played Goddard this past year. So that ought to be interesting. They did. That ought to be kind of fun to see with all that.
I think it'll make our district really a good, strong district, and I would look for us most years to get several teams into the playoffs.
Yeah. Ticket pricing, and I think one of the challenges this year when the state volleyball tournament was the online the online ticket sales.
Yeah, get ready.
How did that overall go, and is the NMAA looking at continuing that in the future, for these basketball tournaments? And
yes,
so forth?
in fact, probably good you brought it up, because they'll do the same, and we'll still help people if they're. A lot of people liked it, some didn't like it. We will still, through our office, be glad to try to help people. Hopefully we might get a basketball playoff game at home first round. All that'll be done through NMA, and it'll be done on online ticketing, which we're planning, and we're in the process of doing right now this spring, possibly making that an option just so people can get used to it. But we are going to continue having regular tickets in Artesia. There's lots of people that would prefer to go through the gate and pay their money and attend ball games, and we'll continue to offer that option, different than the way NMA is. But we are going to start working with that this spring, probably with baseball and softball, just to get people kind of aware of it, so that in the fall it seems like it's almost a cut with age groups, but a lot of younger people would much rather do the online ticketing. Most of the folks in my age bracket prefer not to.
They want to walk up. Here's my $5 or $10 or whatever, and give me a ticket.
And we want both groups to come to games, so we're going to try to work on heading ours to where we can do both.
Okay. Was there anything else from the athletic side of thing you want to make sure we cover today?
Just hope people come out and watch these young people. They're working hard, and say pack the pits next Tuesday night. If you get a chance, come out, and even if you hadn't been to a ball game this year, come watch a couple games and enjoy Bulldog basketball. And again, I hope you're keeping track of all the good things that all our other groups are taking place right now.
Well, there's a lot, and you mentioned it: swimming, cheering. Now wrestling is done, I think.
Yes.
But it sounds like everything's in place for that to be a
sport next year for us.
Sport next year. Well, that's kind of exciting.
I say that the board's we'll have that on their next board meeting to approve that.
Has Artesia ever had a wrestling program in the past?
Well, we've had some club type wrestling, but we've never had a school program.
Okay, and because Carlsbad has one, and both Roswell and Goddard does, and the Roswell wrestling coach has really been big in trying to get this going. He's a big supporter of that. And then the bowling, good luck to the bowlers today, and I hope I didn't leave anybody out.
And I guess coming up the cheer district competition on the 19th, I know a lot of those people that like to follow our girls will look forward to going to that as well.
Very good. Cooper Henderson, Athletic Director, thank you so much for coming in today.
Well, Gene, we thank you for your coverage and excitement that you help us create about these young people in Bulldog sports. We're really proud of them, and we're really pleased here in Artesia to have the kind of support we do for young people and all the things that they go accomplish and work at. And it makes a difference. It makes a difference in how they perform and how they work towards achieving things. And so thank you, and thank Artesia community as well.
All right. Thank you, Coach. We are going to